blank. I'm going 640 by 480. Double clicking the zoom tool. Going into my graphics by type, background, and there's one here, Autumn 2. And so we got to start. Let's go back to layers. I need a shape drawn on the screen. So I'm going to pick up my shape drawing tool right here. Now here's the cool thing to remember. If you are drawing a shape and you want the shape to be a different color, you could pick up your eyedropper, pick the color, and then come back. But what if the color resides on the image? Here's a trick. Hold down the Alt key. That's the Option key on a Mac, Alt in Windows, and you can click and change the color before you start drawing. So I get right about here. Incidentally, don't hold the Alt key down if you want to draw from center until after you start drawing, or it'll think you want a new color. So I'm going to start drawing the oval. Then I'm going to hold the Alt key down because I do want to draw from center. And something, say, about like that. Okay. Now, I don't really need it to be vector, so I'm going to do this. Select the layer, right-click, and say Simplify the layer. You don't really have to do that, but I don't really need it as a vector, so I'm happy with it just like that. I need some text. We're going to use straightforward left-to-right text. This button right here, I'm going to come up here and type in days are shorter. I'm going to go ahead and commit. Now, the text on the bottom is going to be the same size and color, and I'm going to use that color. That'll be fine. But why reinvent the wheel? Hold on the Alt key, Option on a Mac, Alt in Windows, and let's go ahead and bring that down as a copy. Double-click it. Change it to Nights Are Longer. Go ahead and commit. Now, that font's actually called Chalk Duster. You may or may not have it, but that's fine. It's what I want to use. Now, I need one more piece of text, and I'm going to pick up my type tool again, and I'm going to type it, say, here for a second. It's autumn. Now, if I commit and then move it, I want this on the inside. Obviously, it goes invisible because it's the same color. So I am going to pick up my eyedropper and pick up a darker color like that, and then use our shortcut, which is Alt Backspace on Windows and Option Delete on a Mac, and change the color. It's autumn. So I've got days are shorter, nights are longer. It's autumn, but I want to distort the text. Let's come back into our typing tool, and let's select, say, days are shorter. You don't actually have to have the text selected. Just be there like that. This button right here, create warp text. Now, this is going to be pretty simple. You have a lot of different ways that you can warp text. I want an arc. I want to kind of arc it to this right here. So I'll select arc, and that's too much arcing. Let me go ahead and pull it down, though, so we can see it. And let's change the bend to kind of match that bend. Pull it back up again, just like that. Now, since it is the same color, I don't want this going down here. So I might choose to either bring it down and change the color or leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that for now. We like that one. Let's go ahead and click OK and commit here. Let's go down to this one here, nights are longer. Pick up our type tool. All you got to do is be in it somewhere. Just click like that. Click down here. And we reverse the process of the arc. And it is obviously a visual process here. And we can move it over here. That's one thing you want to remember. You can move it as you're working it. Click OK. Commit over here. It's autumn is the last one right here. So you just have to be inside of it like that with the type tool. Let's come down here. This one, though, is going to be different. This one I want to bulge. Kind of like that. Maybe something about like that. It's not too bad. We can always come back and change it tomorrow. Click OK. And click the commit button down here. And there you go. Days are shorter, nights are longer. It's autumn. We can do anything we want to. We're controlling the text, straight lines, curved lines, shapes, and now the actual physical shape of the text itself, all in Photoshop Elements. We don't really have to save this one, so I'm going to go ahead and close it. And back into the Elements Organizer.